Hallo en welkom bij InsideIT, de talkshow van ICT in beeld. Bij InsideIT praten we met gasten in de studio over actuele zaken in de ICT-wereld. Vandaag is aangeschoven Mike Walker. Mike,
hello.
I'm so glad that you could come. Mike is Benelux channel leader bij Lenovo. Mike, I think congratulations are in order because Lenovo is doing exceptionally well. I believe that currently you are the number 2 PC vendor in the world.
That's correct.
What is the secret behind your success? Because I'm sure a lot of people would love to know.
Well, I think ultimately Lenovo is a very energetic, growing company. Over the years, certainly, since we took over from the IBM PC division, we've implemented a number of strategies. However, there's been one core strategy that worldwide has really gained traction and assisted us in the marketplace. And that strategy is mainly around protecting and attacking. So protecting our business in places like China, where we have well over 30% market share, and by far the number 1 leader of innovation and design, and looking after also our relationship business, which is our end user business. And then going and attacking things like the emerging markets, and also our transactional day-to-day business. And so that strategy has been in place for us now for a number of years, and we're not going to change from that winning strategy. Certainly the programs that brings into place for our partners, that is gaining traction very, very quickly as well. And that's the key thing. I think it's working with our partners so solidly that has really benefited us in our growth and our ambitions moving forward.
The partners, did they have any difficulty in selling Lenovo instead of the IBM logo?
No, absolutely not. I mean, certainly, of course, there's always that initial transition. But ultimately, I think when everyone started to realise that we're not changing anything with regards to the innovation and design, and when we bring a product to market, a ThinkPad, for instance, will go through over 80 different tests just to make sure that the product is suitable for a real-life environment. But also, we've changed a lot of our marketing aspects as well, so the way that we go to market. So our partners today, of course, we only deal pretty much with over 95% of our business goes through our partner community. And our partners appreciate that. They do like the support that they get from us, and certainly they haven't found difficulties in selling either the ThinkPad brand, and they're getting used to selling the Lenovo brand now, the Lenovo portfolio product. But also from a marketing aspect, as I mentioned, we've changed different things about the way that we go to market, but now we're coming out with a whole lot of exciting and energetic marketing around Lenovo produces machines for those who do. So it's putting machines into the hands of people that do things with them, whether that's anything from a DJ who's doing mixing with CDs, to people who have used machines in the desert to actually direct where they're actually going from their motorbike. So it's a very, very exciting time for us.
So Lenovo is everywhere.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we'll continue increasing our partner base. Our partners are the main structure for our growth moving forward, and certainly I think the support and the programs that we have in place for them today really benefit them from a cost point of view, so that they're actually getting more margin to be able to sell our product and do more things and go into different sectors than we've previously been in.
And I'm sure your notebooks are your fastest selling items at the moment, or?
I would say, the notebook brand has been kind of the base for our products, but from a worldwide point of view, Lenovo sell a wide portfolio, including servers, desktops, tablets, including our new product, the Yoga, which was at the CES a couple of weeks ago. And ultimately, we're all about bringing innovation and design to the industry, but again, in a real-life environment, so that people use them day in, day out, and they know that they're reliable. They're built very well, and they're supported very well.
How are your tablet sales going?
Pretty well, actually. It's a growing market for us. We bought in a tablet quite a few months ago, and certainly the sales on that product have been increasing. And it's a great product. It's very unique in the industry, enabling flash and using different tools. Certainly, the tablet in its own right is selling very well.
And you mentioned the Yogo that you introduced.
Yoga.
I'm sorry.
No problem.
Sorry. Is the Yoga? Is that? Could you explain what it is?
Of course. I mean, it's in effect it's a laptop, but it's something that you can actually twist the screen round, sit it on a desk, and use it for presentations. You can actually turn it into basically like a tablet device and use it that way. So it's kind of 3 uses for one product. But they're the 3 key uses that you use a laptop for, or you move from a laptop to a tablet, or you move from a tablet to a presentation method. So it's very, very unique and won a lot of awards.
When we look at Lenovo's position in the EMEA region, you are not at number 2, but at number 5. How do you explain that difference between worldwide and EMEA?
I mean, ultimately, from a worldwide perspective and looking at it in a region perspective, i.e. EMEA, you have a completely different set of countries with different economies, with different practices. Currently, yes, we're number 5, but of course, our ambition and it will be more of a case of when we get up to number 1 ranking rather than if. Our strategy remains the same. So I think it's primarily down to the fact that we are breaking through in some of the emerging countries, and their economies are completely different. Some have got a large consumer or retail base. Some are predominantly business to business. So we're approaching it in different ways by different countries. But the one stronghold and the one thing that is stable is, again, our strategy, but also the way that we're utilising our partners and the way that we're utilising their knowledge of those markets to enable us to sell more Lenovo product. So it's something, again, that it's a when rather than an if we reach the number 1 status.
Very ambitious.
Absolutely. I think, as I mentioned, we are a very energetic company, very driven, and certainly I think the products that we're bringing to market and the way that we're using our partners today and working very, very closely with them, pushing leads through to them, and also the programs that we're running with the partners. So we have a very key program today called the Lenovo Loyalty Program, which basically gives rebates to pretty much every single partner. And a lot of my competition friends, I don't think, can say that today, that they're actually benefiting every single partner in the market.
Could you tell me anything about your plans with the Benelux market for the next year or perhaps next 2 years?
Absolutely. I think, I'm looking on a short-term and a long-term basis. We have 2 distinct set of plans. One primarily is to continue increasing the partner breadth, to making sure that our brand awareness is considerably better than it ever has been. And that's certainly a lot of marketing, and that's again through our partners. And stabilising our distribution to make sure that our distributors can support the products very well, that they're very highly educated, and that they trust us. I mean, trust and passion and energy and drive is what we're all about. So certainly, I'm very ambitious, and as on my team. And I think, again, this will be a when we reach the number 1 position rather than an if, again.
That sounds good to me. Thank you very much for coming to the studio. En u heel erg hartelijk bedankt voor het kijken en graag tot een volgende keer bij Inside IT.